Hello everyone and welcome once again to Ambassador Foundation YouTube channel. Today I'm going to speak less, then I allow someone to take it over from there. It's an August holiday and being a teacher, all my business deals with the part of the academics. So whenever you see me, it's either I want to teach you or it's either I want to discuss with you something that will improve your academics. Now, this holiday, we have one thing that we are doing as the Ambassador Foundation. This holiday, there are very many things that we can do in learning. We can read, we can do exams, we can revise, we can evaluate, we can do very many things. But this holiday, all the stakeholders of the Ambassador Foundation are there to do one thing, to make sure that students master the content. We are not revising, but we are teaching. So we have planned ourselves in this manner. We are going to teach maths, physics, chemistry, and biology. That is maths and sciences. Those people who are close to me, I've already shared with them the timetable. I've already shared with them how we are going to do the things. So because I've said I'm not the one to take it over, I'm only going to say two things. Then from there, I allow somebody or I introduce someone who is going to teach us and educate us on how we are going to carry out our learning this holiday. We always say that the future is online and whatever we do is online. We are the champions of the space. We do with online things. Physical meetings, we say we are only doing physical meetings. Kama lazima tufanye maandamano, hiyo ni physical. Lakini pia maandamano we can do it online. So listen here. Mastering of content is the main and the major thing that you are supposed to do as far as academic excellence is concerned. I want us to root out the issue of students looking for past papers, revising revision books without mastering the content. Sometimes as a student, you read a question that you don't know. Simply and you've not even gone through the content part. Then because you are unable to answer that question, and the reason is this, you've not read the content, then you feel discouraged. So before we rush to revision books and past papers, I want, in our special way, lead you in this August to master the content of those subjects I've said. I'm not saying you leave other subjects, but I'm saying this. During your free time, you can read on the other subjects. For example, you can read on theory, history, English, Kiswahili, and the rest. There are very many I've not mentioned. But these ones, maths and sciences, requires illustrations from the teacher, which we are there for you. There are 4 things or 5 things I always tell my students, which I call them the pillars of success. After mentioning these 5 things, I will invite somebody to take us through. So the first pillar of success is called determination. Determination. You should be determined to do something. Number 2, hard work. Number 3, consistency. Number 4, persistence. And lastly, number 5, resilience. All this will help you get where you want as far as your studies is concerned. Now, let me introduce something here. There are very many platforms that we use to learn online. There are very many. Mention Zoom, Google Meet, and others. There are very many actually. But now, for the Ambassador Foundation programs, we always carry out our programs using a learning app called Fort School. Fort School is very good. I don't want to talk about it, but I've used it very many. I think it's my 3rd year right now, or 4th year. My students were in Form 4. I used with them when they were in Form 1. So they know about this. You can ask each one of them. When I say my students, I'm talking about Loreto High School Limuru. I think they're the champions of this thing. They know it and they love it. It has very many features that will help you as a student and also as a teacher. Teachers, we are going to have our own forum. I think the manager or the CEO of the Fort School will plan us when we will meet as teachers and talk about this thing, and I will also illustrate to you how it will benefit you as a teacher. But for the person who is coming right here now, is going to take us through the benefits of Fort School, how to use Fort School, and anything related to Fort School. And if you have any question, is following us right now at the comment section. You can ask a question. You will be there to answer you. So as I welcome you and everyone to board with us during this August learning program, ensure you are in our WhatsApp group, whether you are in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 or Form 4. Our number is just below here. Just inbox that number, say I'm so and so Form 1. From there, leave it for us. We will take care of you. Then our timetable, you will get it. In fact, our timetable is also available. It will be displayed here. Otherwise, I don't have much. I want to invite Mr. Dedan to come and take us through Fort School. You just take like 20 minutes and we are done. And now for you is to learn. You don't have an excuse. So I invite you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. And I really want to appreciate the Ambassador Foundation for having me here. My name is Dedan from Fort School. Basically, Fort School is an e-learning platform where learners are able to interact with teachers in various modules. Like earlier mentioned, I'm going to handle two main discussions, in this case being the benefit of using Fort School against other platforms. We're also going to narrow down how to register and how to be part of the community in this Fort School. So to begin with, I'm going to take you through basically all the modules available, how to register, and the various ways you can be able to use the platform. Number one, how to use the platform. Basically, you need to download the application for those privileged to have smartphones. And in this case, precisely, we are talking about an Android phone. We are yet to release the version 2 of iOS. You could also be able to use the same if you're having a tablet or a computer. You just need to go to www.fortschool.co.ke. For the application, you just go to Play Store and you search Fort School. Yeah, so I'll start with version 1 when using web. So basically, you go to any browser you're using. In this case, I'll be using Chrome. So you just write Fort School. Go to search fortschool.co.ke. Yeah, so for new members, basically, it's able to tell you who we are, the features available. You also have contact in case you have technical issues. You can always be able to reach out to us. Our offices at Westlands, in case you need a physical visit, that's where we are based. We also have our WhatsApp number, where if you have still technical issue via WhatsApp, you can be able to reach out to us. So I'll start with signing up, being the first stage. If you're a new member, the first thing you do is to sign up. So once you click sign up, there are fields that you're supposed to put your credentials, and the mandatory one, they have an asterisk, so you have to put your name. Then you can also be able to put your mobile number, the one you'll be using during logging in time. But in terms of email and the code, they are written optional. You can see into bracket we have optional, so you don't have to worry about emails. Not unless you have one, you can always be able to go about it. So the invite code in this case means the teacher who invited you to this platform. And in this case, ambassador code was shared on a flyer at the same time on the timetable that was earlier shared. So you can be able to check the code there. So you create your own password. So what you are doing here is creating an account, just as indicated here. Some people have been confusing between logging in and signing up. Signing up means creating an account, while logging in means you're proceeding. You had already created an account. In this case, because I already have an account, I'm going to log in. Once you log in as a student, you're going to receive an OTP. You come and set up your profile. Setting up a profile means you indicate the education system you're using. Remember, Fort School is a gateway. We still have CBC learners in the same. We still have IG student, and we still have 844 version side of it. So it's important for you to set up the exactly education system you're using, at the same time the academic level. And it will really help you to avoid getting irrelevant information. So once you do so, you click on update. So once you update your profile, the system will lead you to a dashboard, and these are the features we're going to discuss in this case. The landing page we have on the dashboard, it's able to show you now the subject you've identified. It's able to tell you we have chemistry, we have Kiswahili, English, and so on and so forth. In case you need to see more, there's a button here to see more. Some of the things you can be able to benefit on Fort School is summarized notes. You don't have to worry with textbook. Once you click on notes, It's able to direct you to where we have various notes summarized by teachers precisely. So for instance, you want biology notes, you click on the biology, then you go to the level based on the class that you are at the moment. You could also be able to pick other subjects. So once you are done with what you're interested, those are the things you're going to be benefiting. In this case, I'm going to narrow down about classes because you're going to have a timetable through Ambassador Foundation where classes will always be hosted under the freelancing side of it, and at the same time under the institution called Ambassador Foundation. So basically you also have past papers, precisely KCSE. Remember, you identify a sample version, in this case is KCSE because you're dealing with a Loreto student among others. So in this case you're going to take high school being the sample version. So you can be able to go through past papers as I indicated in this case. So there are subject here, so you click on the subject that you're looking for, then you go to the year, precise year you're looking for. You can be able to get assignment, past paper, sorry. Also we have Q&A session. This is where if you are stuck, whatever time it is, you can be able to ask whatever question you may be having. For instance, if you click on questions, it's able to show you what other students have been asking in the system. For instance, you click on physics, because you're talking in this case Mwalimu Alex, you can be able to see question asked by other students, not necessarily your own student. You can be able to see a question, you can click on the answer to view the answers given on that question. But in the event you have a different question, there is a section here to ask any kind of question, and all these are free version to you. So you click on ask a question, you identify the level, maybe it's form 2, you pick on the subject you're looking for, perhaps it's physics, then you ask your question. Upon asking, all the teachers in physics department or whatever subject you've identified here, they are going to respond to the question you've just posted. In the event you don't want your question to be in the public, you can go precisely to the specific teacher you're looking for. In this case, we can look for teacher Alex or any other teacher. You click on their wall and you'll be able to ask whatever question you have. So different teachers are categorized on the subject they're teaching. Let me go back to the assignment, just like it sounds. After every lesson, there will be assignment posted. Maybe you like to test your competence on certain areas. You click on assignment, it's able to show you assignment. So for instance, form 2, I'm just taking form 2 as an example, not necessarily that's all. So you can be able to click on the assignment, and the web will actually open a doc viewer for you to go through the assignment earlier posted by teachers. Once you're done, you can be able to test on quizzes. Quizzes are questions with immediate answers. You don't have to wait for teachers to respond. So you want to test your competence on certain areas, you click on quizzes. Back again, on quizzes, they're still categorized on subject. So you click on the subject you're looking for. Allow me still to talk about physics or maybe biology, for instance. In this case, you're talking about the sciences. So you click on the actual level. For instance, you're talking about biology. There are quite a number of quizzes posted there. So as a student, you need to go through by reading each and every question, then you click on the answer. Upon submission, once you've gone through, the system will tell you your scores on that level. You could also be able to do the same for the rest of the subjects. To see your performances on those quizzes, you click on quizzes again, you go to the reports. The system is able to tell you the analysis based on the quizzes you've just attempted. For instance, you have biology, I'm just using a demo account. So based on what you're going to attempt in terms of subject, it's all going to be listed here. So it shows you the performances in terms of general average scores. We have best scores and the poorest score. The poorest score guides you on certain areas to proceed. Maybe you've seen you really have challenges on certain topics. You can be able to reach out to those teachers. So for instance, it's physics and you've identified you have an issue on something like pressure, for instance. You just go to the wall, you look for the specific teacher, in this case being teacher Alex, Sir Alex. You look for the physics department and you ask those concerns on the same. Something else you could do, not to be so boring, we have some reels where you're able to see teachers on various areas, and precisely we can talk about physics. So you have a button here to search the specific teacher. So for instance, you can write teacher Sir Alex and you're going to get all the slides, or rather all the reels posted on several topics. Not to be so boring, we decided to have some exercise in terms of quotes and medallions for those who would like to better their composition writings and insha's. So you can be able to keep yourself busy still on Fort School, where you're able to see quotes and medallions. We also have blogs. just like it sounds. Basically, blogs, they are categorized in various areas. We have the general, we have career, we have university reviews, we have motivational, we have high schools, composition, and intros. Basically, what it means, you can be able to keep yourself busy and learning more about university review. For instance, you'd like to do medicine, which are some of the areas you need to focus on in terms of subjects, which are the best universities on that, and not to say that they are all the universities. We just listed a few of them. Something else you could do, like I've mentioned, you're able to interact with different teachers. So you go to the department in terms of subject you're looking for, you're able to see so many teachers on these. You can scroll, you can search. In the event you're not sure of the teacher you're looking for, you can be able to interact with so many teachers on this platform. Let's focus about the institution. In our focus, will trickle down to Ambassador Foundation. So you have a button always here to search the kind of school you're looking for. And in this case, we can be able to search the Ambassador Foundation. You click on Ambassador Foundation, it's able to show you all the teachers available, all the students available, and you have a button here to click join. All upcoming classes will be listed here, so it's able to show you the timetable and the upcoming classes. Let me narrow down how to make payments. There are two ways of making the payments. For instance, you already have a budget you need to spend within a week. You click on the button top right, you add to your wallet. So for instance, today we are spending 500. You don't have to keep on paying, pay as you go. You can just top up wallet using STK from Safaricom. You input the number is supposed to make the payment. It must not be the number registered. It could be your uncle's, your dad, your mom's number, or whoever is supposed to make the payment. Whether they are there or not, you just input the number. For instance, I'll use my number as demo. Then you confirm. The person you've indicated in this case will receive an SMS notification or rather a prompt on their phone. They just put the code or rather input the M-Pesa PIN. Then automatically amount will be loaded to your wallet. As a student, once you've identified the class you're interested, you click on it. For instance, we already have a class here from Sir Alex. So you go on the department, it's able to list actually here all the available classes. For instance, mathematics, how many are there today? English and all that. Remember, the holiday have not yet started. That's the reason we have 0 classes. But you already have one for physics, so you click on the one. But before you do so, you're able to see who is the host, the name of the teacher, the topic they're discussing today, and the amount to be charged. So in the event this topic maybe you'd like to redo, you just click on it. The system will ask you to make the payment. There are two ways of making this payment now. This is what I discussing. So if at all you had already loaded your wallet on the top right here, you can pay via wallet as indicated here, or you can always pay as you go. So you click on M-Pesa, you input the mobile number they're supposed to make the payment. Like I mentioned, it could be your uncle's, your dad's, your mom's number, your sister. It must not be the number that is registered, because I understand most of the students don't have M-Pesas. So you just input the number of the person who's supposed to make the payment, then you click pay via M-Pesa. The person will see a prompt on their phone and they input the M-Pesa PIN, and automatically the system will allow you to proceed with the class. In the event you wanted to make the payment through wallet, maybe your parent, your uncle, dad had already loaded your wallet, so you don't have to keep on paying as you go. You can always come to your wallet, so you click pay via wallet, and the system will automatically deduct from your wallet. Let's see how to load a wallet. Maybe you want to spend 1,000 every week. You need to spend, and it's able to show you transaction, how your money is being deducted. So for accountability, you can always come. Why was 100 deducted from my wallet? It's because you attended a certain session. So you click on add top up wallet, you click the amount you want to indicate, and at the same time the mobile number that is supposed to make that payment. This will save you time. Whenever you see something interesting, you don't have to alert your mom, you don't have to alert your dad or whoever is supposed to make the payment. You just proceed to the class. So there are two ways of making paying for any classes. You select the class you want to join, you click on the exactly class. It's able to show you the past classes you had already paid for, or maybe the one that you're interested. They will always be listed here in terms of subject wise. So we have biology, physics, mathematics, English, and so on and so forth. In this case, we have one on English department. It's able to show you the title, when the class will be taking place, the amount to be charged, and the topic. So you click on it, the system will ask you to make the payment. So you decide, do you want to make the payment via M-Pesa immediately, or you're using your wallet that you had earlier loaded. So you click on the wallet and the amount will be deducted. You input the M-Pesa, or the person is supposed to make the payment for you, then you join the class, if at all the time is already set. So in the event you'd like to hide your camera, in the event you'd like to raise your hand, or the functionality from Zoom, they're already here. So you can be able to see the teacher, or rather the host. It's able to show you other participants in the class. You can share your screen as a student. Maybe you like to share something with your teacher or have discussion. You can chat. All the parameters available on Zoom, they'll be here. So you can mute, you can unmute, you can hide your video. All those parameters, they're available here. Once the class is over, you have a button here to leave the session.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dedan from Fourth School, for taking us, or taking my students through that session. Actually, Fourth School is very simple. If you know how to use WhatsApp, definitely you will know, or you know how to use Fourth School. It's very simple. Just signing up. Then you see all the features of Fourth School in the dashboard. All the way from notes, classes, past papers, all these are there. So now just make sure you actually utilize every part of the Fourth School. But the one that we are going to measure so much this holiday is that part of joining lessons from my part of the Ambassador Foundation. So after you have joined this, just in the institutions, search for Ambassador Foundation. You will find our scheduled classes as per the timetable I gave you. If you are my student, for that from other schools, I will send you a soft copy as long as you request me from the number we gave earlier. You will get your timetable and we move on. I think we have also illustrated very well how you make the payments. 100 shillings per lesson is a very good terms for each student in Kenya and even outside Kenya. Just 100 shillings per lesson. So, but what I will always tell parents is to avoid paying 100 shillings per lesson. For example, you have 4 lessons. You take the 4 sciences. 3 plus maths. You will be required to be inputting your M-Pesa PIN after every lesson when your daughter joins. The best thing to do is know how to load in the wallet. For example, you put in the wallet 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. Anytime a student joins a lesson, we subtract 100 shillings. Then, ukiona imeisha, you can load again and reload. For example, I have a student in Form 4. Last time, she put more money. Akasoma mwezi wa 4 na akamaliza hiyo pesa yake iko. So this time anaanza tu kusoma tena free because the money is already there. Otherwise, thank you so much for following us. Join us this holiday. We are there for you. Thank you.